The Mayoral Debate, this little conspiratorial thingy-bob they got going on. They're excluding people and being discriminatory, and I'm just kidding. I'm doing my best James Simpson.
Hi, this is 7 Days TV, and I'm Shay Totten, political columnist of Fair Game at 7 Days, and welcome here to Burlington and the Main Street Performing Arts Center inside the Film House, where we are having a mayoral debate tonight. We're going to be asking 4 of the candidates for mayor tonight some probing questions about livability, sustainability, and downtown Burlington. We want to know what these folks are going to be doing to keep young people in Burlington living here, raising their families.
And trying to knock them off their talking points a little bit, see who they really are, and get to some of the issues that might be important to some of the younger folks in Burlington.
When your time runs out, the stop sign will come up.
This race is about energy, it's about vision, and it's about our ability to reinvent ourselves as a community.
Municipal races should not be about party politics. They should be about who is the best person to lead the city forward, that can provide the leadership that I think is missing right now.
We're definitely better off than we were 3 years ago. Our government is lean and nimble. I care about Burlington. I think it's a good city to live in. I think it has a bright future, and I'm ready to serve as mayor for the next 3 years.
And I want to make sure that not only for all of us here today, but for my children, for all of our children, that we're building a better Burlington. A Burlington that we'll all be proud of 20, 30 years from now.
Well, I actually got an invite on the Facebook website that 7 Days was hosting a mayoral debate that was geared towards learning about the mayoral candidates' perspectives, mostly about young people and young professionals in the city.
Young professional, I guess, in Vermont. Spent a lot of time in Burlington. That's a city I love. And
I came tonight because I love the city of Burlington, and I'm interested in what our prospective mayors have to say about their specific goals.
I'm here to take notes and then go home and tell the people on my blog what I saw.
And I thought it would be good to see for the next generation of Burlingtonians what all the candidates think about housing and think about jobs and think about development, and think about healthcare, the waterfront, etc.
I was definitely curious about kind of green job development.
Green jobs and the green economy is going to be extremely important.
Jobs that in the companies that produce the goods and services that allow us to reduce our impact on the environment.
It's really difficult for people to be able to afford a house here in the city, and we've seen a lot of high-income apartments and houses being built in the downtown center, but I think one of the values that many young professionals share in the city is wanting to be able to walk to work, walk to the waterfront.
Housing units in the city of Burlington, 9,000 rentals and 6,000 owner-occupied. And there's room for more housing.
We need to create a broader regulatory opportunity for housing across the spectrum to occur in the downtown area and in the transition areas.
Issues of sustainability, specifics about environmental and social sustainability.
There are a lot of things we could do to lower our carbon footprint.
We've made amazing efforts at energy conservation. We're using the same amount of electrical energy today that we were using in 1989.
Jobs, development, what's going to be happening on the waterfront, what's going to happen with the city pension plan, is it solvent? Do they have to go to a 401k system? Transportation, intercity rail, the possibility of that, or moving the bus stop that's on Cherry Street.
Dealing with local issues is absolutely the most important thing that we have to do.
Balancing growth with quality of life. Being sure that Burlington doesn't become too stodgy for its own good.
Ken mentioned that there have been 1,600 new jobs created in Vermont in the last 4 years, 1,400 of them in Burlington. And it seems to me that with the country in shambles, Burlington is not. And I think somebody gets credit for that.
Please share with us a mistake that you've made in your current job or elected office.
Those are tough questions. I haven't made any mistakes.
To support Bob, I think he's done a great job. I think the city's in great shape. Bob's not one to blow his own horn. Maybe his supporters need to do it for him.
A lot of the problems we were hearing today, 3 of the candidates up there have been dealing with those problems for a long time. And at some point, you lose credibility in your ability to say, I'll bring change to the city. Right? If I were to vote, I'd support Dan Smith. I like the tone he brings, the energy. I can relate to him.
I think we're always in a good place relative to the rest of the country, usually.
And I think we've got something special. As a mayor, when I go to other places now with other mayors, they see Burlington as a model.
Yes, Burlington is a really great community. It's the community that we've all chosen to live in, and there are many, many tremendous assets.
It's a fantastic city on a lake, on a beautiful lake, and we need to make sure that it continues to be a beautiful city.
I believe very deeply that every Burlingtonian ought to have the opportunity to live, work, and raise their family in an environment that keeps them safe, keeps them healthy, and allows them to succeed regardless of background.
One more question.
What would you do to ensure that safe drinking water for the children of Burlington?
Or in general, talk about town government issues.
Making sure that the Southern Connector does come to completion.
Well, I thought it was lively. It was a really good way of kind of differentiating between the different candidates, their experiences that they're bringing to the table, as well as their perspectives on some of the different issues.
I felt like they stuck with the safe answers, and Mayor Kiss was the only one who had kind of specific stats to call upon from his 3 years, which was expected, but I would have wanted the others to have a little bit more specifics to throw about actual plans.
I thought it was a great debate, and I thought the candidates, answered questions and were honest and genuine, and they all clearly care a lot about the city.
Definitely, I felt their intentions were all good and that they were nice people, but I was looking for a little bit more substance from a debate.
All right, thanks for joining us here at 7 Days TV, and if you want to learn more about each of these mayoral candidates that we've heard from tonight, go to 7DVT.com, where you can check out some of Ken Picard's mayoral profiles, or pick up a copy of 7 Days, because we're going to be profiling the mayoral candidates in through the next couple of weeks.
They were playing it safe, and they felt like they stuck with the things that most people can agree on. Who's going to disagree that we need a livable city that's enjoyable and environmentally friendly? And they stuck with, yeah, except for me. I want trash in my streets.